Welcome back to the Presence Being podcast. Thank you for being here, for being a part of our community, and for listening to these recordings. Haven't made a video recording in a while, so I thought I should. I definitely want to make more of these. They take way longer to edit, but that is okay. I'm going to make more video recordings. So I want this video to be just like open, me just talking. I just want to flow here, and we'll catch a rhythm when we catch a rhythm. But in this recording, I want to talk specifically about the biggest realization I've had from meditating consistently this year. This year, by far, I've been the most consistent I have been with my meditation practice. And I got the inspiration to make this recording because I've been getting a lot of questions recently on TikTok about just like how to get into meditation if you're a beginner meditator, what's the most effective way to meditate, or just how to implement more presence in one's daily life. So I got thinking about it, and I just want to talk about my biggest takeaway from meditating consistently for pretty much a year. The two biggest things that I have been more consistent on this year is number one, meditating, and number two is journaling. And I highly recommend implementing those two things in some capacity if you can in 2025. If you're listening to this before the new year, meditating consistently, made so many videos talking about it, will absolutely make such a profound positive impact on you, on your life, if you do it consistently. And journaling also, just so good. Whether it's gratitude journaling or just journaling your thoughts about your day, very life-changing. So those two things. But for people who are interested in getting into meditation, if you've never meditated before, if you've never spent a minute in meditation, I highly recommend listening to my recording called Meditation 101. That is a very entry-level recording, I guess you could say, into meditation, how to meditate, how I meditate if you're a beginner. And another recording I would say is Uncaused Joy. Highly recommend listening to that also if you're a beginner meditator. And the next recording that I highly recommend you listen to if you've never meditated before, or if you're just being introduced into my content and want to know how to practice more presence or how to be more present consistently, would be the recording that I just released, which is practical ways to incorporate presence in daily life. So I just wanted to say that because I've been getting a lot of questions about how to meditate more effectively, like I said, and ways to incorporate presence just as you go about your day. So listen to those if you are new to my content and want to just become more present in your day-to-day life, want to learn how to meditate more effectively. Now, the biggest thing that I got from meditating consistently this year is the realization that your happiness and fulfillment and inner peace is not dependent upon anything happening outside of you. It's not dependent upon anything happening externally. And I truly believe that when you practice presence on a consistent basis, when you meditate consistently, you start to realize that you are whole, full, and complete just as you are, which I think is incredibly powerful. You realize that you are good now in this moment. You're full, you're whole, you're complete right here, right now, and that there is no destination you need to arrive at to make you feel more whole and more fulfilled and more at peace or more satisfied or happier. And that realization is absolutely life-changing. As someone who is taking consistent action towards getting to a specific goal, obviously building presence of being more consistent with this content, building the lifestyle brand that I see presence of being, you're taking consistent action towards getting to a specific goal. If you feel lack, and that's the energy that you're operating from, like you feel like there's so much separation between where it is you are right now and where it is you want to go, that is what you will continue to experience. It will perpetually be that way because that's the energy that you're operating from. That's your thinking. You think that there's so much space or distance between where it is you are right now and where it is you want to go, and that's what will continue to happen. If that's the story that you tell yourself, that's what will continue to happen. So as someone who's taking consistent action to my goals and has meditated consistently or has practiced presence on a consistent basis, someone who knows that like I'm good as I am and I'm whole and okay as I am, I'm able to take action towards my goals from that place of wholeness, from already knowing that I'm good, knowing that I don't need to get there in order to feel okay with myself, which is game changing. I'm just doing what I'm doing as an expression of what I love to talk about and my creativity, and I'm staying true to myself and I'm being myself and I'm my authentic self. And I know that good is going to happen if I stay consistent because it's what I ultimately feel called to do, and I'm just taking action from this place of wholeness. It's not like I need to get there in order to feel happy or satisfied or fulfilled. Your happiness, your satisfaction, your inner peace, it comes from within. It's found within through being in the moment and appreciating and accepting the present moment and who you are in the present moment. And it's much deeper than just promoting a present life. With what I see presence of being, it's much deeper than just promoting a present life or promoting mindfulness or presence or stillness. Of course, all of those things are incredible, but it's what they give you within that is what ultimately the mission is for presence of being. And yes, practicing all these things helps you become more focused and more centered and more aligned and less reactive, and you're able to respond to situations that happen in your life rather than react to them. And there's so many well-researched benefits from meditating consistently and practicing presence consistently, but I think it goes a lot deeper than that. It's ultimately about turning within inside yourself and realizing ultimately that you are whole. And presence, I think, is a tool that allows you to connect more deeply with your true self, your most authentic self. And like that recognition happens from turning within and building that foundation with yourself. And I think it just allows you to connect with the fact that you're whole and full and good and complete, just as you are right here, right now, in this very moment. And it allows you to surrender to the moment, and it allows you to just express your true self. And it reminds us, presence reminds us, that we do not need to seek anything externally in order for us to be like fully fulfilled. Like, we do not need to seek the things that we claim we want in order to provide us with all the happiness in the world or all the fulfillment or all the inner peace in the world. It comes from looking within, and it reminds us that we are the source of it all. And it allows us to connect with our divine nature within. And ultimately, once you realize this, I think your life will change for the better. Like I said, if you're currently in pursuit of a goal or you're working really hard towards achieving something, it's very easy to stress out. It's very easy to overthink. It's very easy to judge yourself and compare yourself to other people, and you're trying to see if you're making enough progress, and you're just stressing out all the time. And obviously it makes sense if you want to grow and you want to improve and you want to get better, you want to break through barriers, you want to push yourself for more. Like, realize, number one, like, you should give yourself a pat on the back for even caring to get better and like having that mindset, because a lot of people are just content and they don't give a shit to get better. So that's number one. If you actually care to improve, that's a good thing. But it's very easy, like I said, to stress and overthink if you want to grow, if you want to get better, if you want to reach a specific destination. And as I've said in many of my recordings, slowing down through presence, through stillness, through meditating, obviously I think is something that can help. And like I just mentioned, people talk about the well-researched and the well-documented benefits that come from meditating consistently, but it goes deeper than that, I think. And the biggest thing that I've learned through meditating consistently this year is the feelings of wholeness that you get from meditating consistently. You are going to start to feel like you are good as you are. You are whole, full, and complete as you are. And this, I don't think, can be measured like externally in the things that you do, like increased focus or increased ability to respond to certain situations that happen rather than react to them, and all the other well-researched benefits that come from meditating. True peace, true fulfillment, true joy, true happiness. It doesn't come from external things or activities. It starts from within inside yourself and then is expressed through you into the things that you are doing. Through consistent presence practices and living more presently, having more pockets of presence that I talked about in my last recording, you start to realize that you are whole, full, and complete right here, right now, and you don't need to reach a specific destination to feel more whole, to feel more fulfilled. You start to realize that fulfillment genuinely just comes from within you and is discovered through presence. Living more presently in the moment will absolutely change your life and help you realize this. It's done that for me, and it's done that for millions of other people. Living presently goes deeper than just being more focused or calm in your day-to-day life. Well, of course, this is all great. It goes deeper than that, I think. I truly believe that practicing mindfulness, practicing presence, practicing meditation, being more still, having more pockets of presence as you go about your day will help you come to the realization and just heighten your awareness of the fact that you are already full, whole, and complete just as you are. And that's life-changing. It really is. It helps you connect with your true self, your most authentic self. And it enables you to show up as your true self and your most authentic self as you're just living your life. And it helps you connect with your heart, and you're able to operate from the heart more when you are your authentic self, and when you connect more deeply with the present moment and accept the present moment. You're abundant, you're peaceful, you're whole, you're fulfilled right here, right now, beyond thought and beyond the ego. Move Beyond Ego, another great recording I think I've made, so go listen to that one. But beyond ego, beyond the thoughts and societal labels and all that other crap, you're whole, and your fulfillment is not out there, it's in here. And this is an incredible realization as someone who is ambitious, someone who has a lot of goals. You're able to take action from this place of wholeness. And like I said, just express yourself in the things that you're doing without feeling like you need to get somewhere in order to feel the way that you want to feel, which is absolutely life-changing. Be yourself, surrender to the moment, love who you are, and allow your intuition, which you'll be able to pick up on your intuition through presence and just being more in the moment. Allow that to guide you in expressing yourself fully in the things that you choose to do. And I think your life will change for the better. This is probably one of the biggest realizations that I've had in this year, and that I'm going to carry with me in the new year. Trust God, have faith. That's another huge thing. Obviously, God is number one, and have faith in God and trust in God and God's plan for you. In addition to that, realize that you are whole, full, and complete as you are right here, right now. And if you take action from this place of lack, you're never going to feel like enough. And even if you do get to the places that you see for yourself, it won't feel like enough. It's not going to fill the void within, like doing the work internally and building that foundation, creating that foundation within inside yourself. That is what is, I think, just really important. Know that you're good as you are. And through spending time meditating and being in the moment and practicing presence, you'll start to realize that you are good right here, right now. So that's one of the biggest realizations I've had this year, and I just wanted to share that. I know I've spoken about this many times in different recordings, but because I've gotten so many questions about meditating and how to meditate and what's the biggest benefit I'm going to get from meditating and all these questions, like, I thought it would be a good idea to just make a video talking about this again, because I think it's so important. And I think the more time I spend talking about it, hopefully people will start meditating consistently. This isn't something that I think you'll get meditating for 5 minutes, like once a week, maybe. But if you meditate consistently, you actually just sit with yourself, able to observe your thoughts, no longer identify yourself with your thoughts, I think you'll experience this. And like I said, it's absolutely game changing, absolutely life changing. I hope that you all experience the incredible benefits that happen from living more presently and meditating consistently. In the new year, if there's something that you want to try to help better yourself, try meditating consistently, see what happens, journal, like I said, and I think life will change for the better. So thank you again for being a part of Presence of being a part of our community, and listening to these recordings. If you have any recommendations for the things that you want me to talk about in future recordings, you can always DM me and or comment. I respond to all my DMs. So thank you for being here. I genuinely really appreciate it. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next recording very soon.